Well, if you're sufficiently eagle-eyed, you'll have seen the schedule for today in the big screens here in Dubai. Day 3 of the Elites. Day 4 overall of these World Powerlifting Championships. The 10th edition of all time, the 3rd to be held in Dubai. Hello from Will Downing, lovely to be with you. Women's up to 86 kilo final is on the way. The second heaviest of the women's weight divisions. We had the heaviest last night. Gave us spectacular stuff as always. So 2 groups we have. Group B is on the way. And here they are being led out by our mascot for these championships.
Please welcome the athletes. Representing Turkmenistan, Maya Japarova.
And first of all, coming out for Turkmenistan, Maya Japarova.
Representing Canada, Stacey
First
Davis.
event. Next up for Australia.
Representing Australia, Patricia Wallace.
After Canada's Stacey Tetz, who's going
Panama
for a lifetime best straight away. For Australia will be Patricia Wallace.
Representing Iran, Rusul Al-Kafaji.
Next up for Panama will be Claudia Chen.
Representing Chinese.
And immediately after her, Rusul
Hui.
Al-Kafaji. She's representing Iraq.
Representing Poland, Beata Jankowska.
A multiple champion for Chinese Taipei, Taiwan, Lin Su Hui.
Representing Brazil,
For
Lima
Poland will be
Dantas.
Beata Jankowska. Silver in the Europeans last year.
Representing Republic of Korea, Young Jae
For Brazil, Alane Dantas. And the heaviest attempt in this group will be coming from Korea's
are the
Yang
athletes in the women's up to 86
Jae-won.
kilo Group B session.
And Korea have already picked up women's medals here this week. And that's Group B. And the Group A competitors you don't need to see, and they don't need to show themselves to you until they begin in about an hour's time. So greetings again from Will Downing, the long-standing United States national coach for 25 years, Mary Hodge, with me as well. She stepped away for the time being, so we have her for the week. So, as you'll know by now, 2 groups we have for this, so there'll be 2 sets of referees, and here is the first sets.
Please welcome the technical officials to the field.
And they'll be scampering around backstage to get into position here, which they've done very well. So our referees for this Group B are going to be the chief referee, the center referee from Thailand, Priyanuk Enakate. She's got a big World Cup around her neck of the woods to help organise the start of December. Kadir Kamaruzaman, the left side referee of Malaysia, is forever busy with steering committees, and Eliana Raka of Greece will be our right hand side referee. Always busy with everything is Lewis Ledzer. He is the technical controller for this final, and Fatih Lashahab is the technical delegate for the women's competition for these World Championships. So it's been a really intense week. Apparently the official number of entrants is 555, was told that earlier. Here we are at the Hilton Al Habtoor City. We're right in the middle of Dubai. Couldn't be any more in the middle of Dubai for these championships. And if you are watching in the Middle East online, particularly if you're watching in Dubai online or within an hour's drive of here too, then, I mean, do come along. You are always welcome. And if you are in the Middle East, North Africa and watching, well, actually it's live on TV, Dubai TV. There are actually quite a few countries outside of that area in which you can pick up Dubai TV as well on your TV.
5, 4, 3, 2, and
So the women's up to 86 kilo final. It is the second heaviest of the weight divisions. And we've got 9 coming forward to this. And let's welcome a championship debutant. It's actually her first event. She's not been on the World Cup circuit before. So she is attempting straight away a lifetime best of 55 kilos. It's Maya Japarova. And here she is. The clock has just started. They've made their way out on stage already. So, tell you what, that's given them an extra few seconds. That's not too bad. Always impressed by the nations like Turkmenistan, who are just able to increase the size of the team event by event. New names continuing to be found. Maya is 43 years old. Comes into powerlifting now. Her first event, this her first competitive lift, going for 55. And Japarova has produced a good lift. 3 white lights for Japarova. What a brilliant start to her international career. Impressive. Followed 3 really well, kept it clean. All of the practice and the local competition that she will have been in has stood her in good stead. Got everything right, good clean lines. And Japarova sets an early standard, and a standard for Stacey Tetz to follow. From Victoria in British Columbia. There's a good sporting city if ever there was one. 7th in the Americas Championship in St. Louis last year in Chesterfield. Went on to win a silver medal at the World Cup in Veracruz back in June. So Shannon Huff is her coach, who is on stage with her. She has done quite a bit of indoor rowing in her time, as well as this. So her big debut was in the Americas Championships last year. Turned out okay. Opportunities, definitely in terms of the total lift as well. So we'll see how she goes. 57 this is, so this is to advance by 2. Now that's no lift. That was 2 against her on the press. I'll tell you something, there was one vote against her on the down sequence, which is only the second one we've had this week, which is unusual. But hey, 2 more attempts to come for Stacey Tetz. They'll have a chance on stage as well. Yeah, there's the screen on the left-hand side. 2 screens that they can work off. Just have a quick glance and see what was it that they were voted down on. And obviously it all being online, little chance to flick back and view exactly what it was that went awry. So now for Australia, from Townsville in Queensland, it is Patricia Wallace, 8th in the Asia Oceania Championships last year in Kitakyushu, but she was the top Oceania finisher. So a gold in her own right would have been earned there. And she has been the Australian champion in recent years, including this year in Wollongong. A gold in Brisbane last year, silver in Wollongong, and a gold and a bronze claimed in those events 2 years ago. So Simon Bergner is her coach. Australia's team growing all the time. He's had my job at this event before. I can guarantee you I can't do his. So this is for 67. And chance for Patricia Wallace to get herself a decent Solid foundation in this. Well, she's lifted 60 in Wollongong this year to start and went up to 64. So she's gone way advanced than that here, and that is a good lift. It's 2-1 in her favour. So that's a lift of 67. The vote against, by the way, left side referee, it was for the press, but don't worry about that. I'm sure she won't. So 67 for Patricia Wallace. It's been a decent start. She lifted 68, by the way, Wallace, in Pyeongtaek last year. She started with that, got it, and she started with 67 here and got that too. Now for Panama, here's Claudia Chen, and she's going to start off with a lift of 81. She was originally looking at 80. Claudia Chen for Panama. So 4th in the Americas Championship last year, just edged out of it. But gold in the Veracruz World Cup. So it's Maximo Viquez, the national team coach, who's on stage with her. The other coach that she has with her, watching from the wings, literally watching from the wings now, is Luis Santamaria. That's in case any coach wants to put a quick protest in. So 2 coaches in the back now. But definitely on a lift-by-lift basis now with more defined roles. And well, we know all about the defined role of Claudia Chen here. Just lift this. This is 81. $81 for Chen. It's no lift. It's 2 and against. Left side referee for the stop sequence. Fleeting. The press for the right side referee. Doesn't get it. So 4 lifts so far. 2 good and 2 not. Interestingly. So we go on. Next to go for Iraq will be Russell El Kafaji, who's going for 94. West Asian Games bronze medalist back in 2019, so she has form. Her 2nd World Championships. Finished 16th 2 years ago in Tbilisi. Her attempt will be 94, so it's a major step up in weight. At the moment, the heaviest weight that's been cleared is Patricia Wallace with 67. Claudia Chen just missing out on 81. Russell El Kafaji going for 94. She'll, as usual, as so many do, just take her time, allow that minute buzzer to come and go. So El Kafaji for 94. And that is a good lift. His 3 white lights as well look perfectly fine. She was never going to be knocked down for that. So she's away. So 3 lifts have been successful. Her lead right now is 27 kilos. Obviously it's Group B, tremendously long way to go, but still. Lin Tzu Hui for Chinese Taipei, going for 95. The former World and Paralympic champion. Last time the World Championships were on in Dubai, she took the gold for her 3rd World Championship crown in the spot. The last World Championship medal, 2017, took the bronze there. It's actually her first World Championship since then. Twice Paralympic champion. Athens 04, Beijing 2008. Bronze in Rio in 2016, and actually had done it in London too. She's had 5 Paralympic Games. She finished 4th in Sydney 2000. And you'd never think it. She's still only 41, so she made her Paralympic debut at the age of 18 and was an ace away from a medal there. Lin then for Chinese Taipei for the lead on 95, and then there's all the other medals she's won in her career, including the fact that she's Asian Games champion as well right now. And this is how. It's an impressive start. Lin is looking good. Has been a curious opening round. A lot of them have been pitching themselves well, and others maybe not so much. Perhaps it's more technique issues more than anything else. As the European Championship bronze medalist Beata Jankowska comes out now. It's a very good bronze picked up behind Natalia Olinik in Tbilisi last year. Olinik will be seeing a little bit later in Group A. So here she goes, and it's effort of 96. It's really competitive, as we saw in Tbilisi, and that is a good lift. So that's 96 for Beata Jankowska. Originally she was having a very strong look at 100, but elected for 96. It was the right choice, and she showed it too. Now, been a few difficulties for some. There's no doubt about that.
Thank you, the bar is loaded. Representing Brazil,
so now, making her World Championship debut. Bronze in the Americas Championship last year for Alane Dantas. The Acevedo Lima, she's 29. So this is 1 kilo off her lifetime best. Gold in the Brazilian Championships in Sao Paulo earlier this year. .103 is the target here, the heaviest to date.
1 minute.
So 103, that would be a lead of 7. Always looks like she's having a massive argument with the bar, the competitions that she's been in. And she's won this one, 2-1 in her favour. Centre referee voted her down for the stop sequence actually, but nothing for her to be upset about. That is a very nice lift. So she gets that.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Representing the Republic of Korea, Yang Jae-won.
And to wrap up the opening round, the last one that we have not seen. It is Yang Jae-won, bronze in the Asia Oceania Championships, the last 2 runnings of it. Back in her native Korea last year in Pyeongtaek, and the previous one in Kitakyushu in 2011 in the City Theatre. You remember that absolutely wonderful venue, which was on the 6th floor of a multi-story building, and yet you go in and it's almost like the Royal Opera House. Great location, and the proper theatre dressing rooms as well, with the light bulbs around the mirrors. Wow, what a place. This is a pretty decent venue too, of course. She was 10th in the World Championships last year, or last time out in Tbilisi. Choi Eun-suk is a regular coach. So let's see how she picks out here. 105, this will be the lead, the last attempt of the opening round here. That's a good lift as well. It's a really peculiar start to the competition. 2 very early misses, but the class is showing. Nice lift by Yang. Nice amount to celebrate for her, and that is 105. And she doesn't need to fret about what she's produced there. So she's done well. Yang leading 105. Dantas next to 103, and Beata Jankowska in 3rd spot on 96. Lin in 4th spot on 95. There is a Legends category as well here. Patricia Wallace is in that, and then in Group A, Tawa Taisa Al-Hajjaj of Jordan. And Wallace got her first mark of 67. Now Stacey Tetsier of Canada didn't. Missed out 57, but she obviously wants to feel like she's still making some progress, so going for 58 here. So in finishing 7th in the Pan Ams last year, she lifted 55. That was at the last attempt. She might feel she doesn't want to do that this time. Vera Cruz in winning the 2nd behind Arisleda de Jesus. She lifted 57, so this is 58. So she basically is going for a lifetime best here for Canada. And this would put her in 7th position. 3 kilos above Maya Jabarova. So Tet's on 58. Well, again, I'm afraid it's the same as last time. It is no lift. It's 2-1 against, and again, it's the stop sequence from the left, and it's the press from the center referee. It's not a lot of margin of error there. If you're talking about, obviously, the stop, 2 of the 3 referees thought it was fine, and likewise the press. 2 of the 3 referees thought it was fine. If it's the same referee knocking you down on both, then she's okay.
Yeah, she looked good. She just really has to keep that even, and she looks a little puzzled, so hopefully they'll go back and look at the review and come back out and get the 3rd one.
So next up then for Turkmenistan, Maya Japarova. And a really good debut for her so far. 55, lovely opening lift. And this to add 5 onto it for 60. So it's been a really nice introduction to her when you consider all of the new experiences that she's had in a day like this. We'll see what they make of that chest sequence in a moment, but she's really got a lot to get used to. She's only had 1 vote down on that chest sequence, so that's good news for her again. And there was the right side referee, so that is a good lift. Right hand side referee is the same naked eye view as we have. She's the one who voted her down.
That was a great attempt. Brought it straight down. Nice on the chest, straight back up, lockout.
Patricia Wallace.
Yeah, she hasn't been fazed by what's been happening here, because it's quite something to make your big stage debut, and it can be at a World Cup. Fine, especially if it's a local one in front of family and friends. This is great, but really alien environment. Japarova's actually, I think, handled it quite well so far. Patricia Wallace here for Australia, going here for 70. Claimed the competition in Brisbane as well in the past couple of months, which escaped notice earlier on. Feels like the biggest Australian squad we've had for a few years. Certainly there've been a few competitions where there wasn't an Australian squad at all.
I was just thinking the same thing. Great to see the Australians back.
1 minute.
This is for 70. Which again will be just about the heaviest that she'll have gone for in competition before. So going for it at 70, solid punch through.
Good
there you go,
lift.
good lift.
Wallace, Australia.
Patricia Mary Wallace, lift 70.
Straight down, nice and tight on the chest, straight back up, excellent. Couldn't ask for better. Really nice strapping in, great job. And that smile says it all.
She lifted 72 in Wollongong last year and 73 in Brisbane. Should mention Kaya Scholl, by the way, who is not in the team, I think, this time. Actually, I'm pretty certain she's not. But I know she's had a big recent gig in fronting a fashion chain promotion, which for a para-athlete, para-sports person is really great. If you're watching, Kaya, well done. If you're here watching, well done. So for Panama, Claudia Chen going again for 81. So Stacey Tetz has missed 2 for Canada. Claudia Chen has missed 2 for Panama. Now she's missed 1. She's hoping the second one doesn't get missed. And this for 81.
One minute.
I don't know about you, I think there's someone at the door. Claudia Chen, 81, second attempt. It was a very close one last time for her. It was 2 and against. Differing reasons. She's not had any issues this time. no differing opinions this time. 3 white lights, good lift. Claudia Chen on 81 goes into 6th position.
Great timing on the way down, nice and tight on the chest, straight up, locked out and ready to go. Really nicely done. Now she's on the board and she's ready to go.
She's found herself held up a little bit. Stayed on 81, got her at the 2nd attempt. While she's doing that, Rusul El Kafaji is plotting a major leap up to 99 kilos. She's in 5th place right now, and this will put her 3rd.
99 kilos, representing Iraq, Rusul El Kafaji.
So Rusul, at West Asian Games bronze in 2019.
She's showing her extension, letting the referees know that she will not fully lock out at the end.
So this to increase by 5.
1 minute.
This is the biggest event that she will have competed in. The Tbilisi World Championships were really unusual. Still really heavily run under COVID protocols, and if you might remember as well, they changed location a couple of times, changed time of year as well. They were delayed a couple of months. These ones actually have been delayed a couple of months as well, if you remember. The original date was due to be at the end of June. Rusul El Kafaji here for 99 with a good lift, and that's 2-1 in her favour. Just the stop sequence for our centre referee for Rusul El Kafaji. Very good for Iraq.
And what the center referee noticed, if you look at the replay, she just about touched her chest, but she didn't quite touch. And so from the head referee chair, you can see that. The side referees would not have been able to see that. Nice attempt other than that. Got away with a little something on the chest, but good for her. She's got 2 and she's moving on.
Thank you, the bar is Poland. Representing Poland, Beata Jankowska.
So Beata Jankowska now, the European Championship bronze medalist, being escorted on by Mariusz Uwila, the national team coach. .103 she's looking to leap up to here. .93 she lifted in claiming European silver. She's working hard on that. She's made it well. Jankowska climbing by 7.
That was great. She comes down, holds it nice and tight, and on the way up, even though she's slow, she's constantly in motion and straight up, not back towards the racks. This is why she gets a nice attempt and a good attempt. Well done.
There I am taking big achievements off a European silver, not bronze. World bronze, though, would be tasty for her someday. European silver.
Thank you, the bar is loaded. Representing Chinese Taipei.
So next up for Chinese Taipei, Lin Tzu Hui. So the twice Paralympic champion, the 4-time Paralympic medalist, the 3-time world champion, 5-time world medalist. She's won the last 3 Asian Games in a row.
Shows her uneven extension, letting the referees know I cannot lock it out completely. This is great, so everyone's aware of what's going on.
She's climbing 10 here, which is a serious piece of maneuvering. Going from 95 to 105, she would match the heaviest attempt so far by Yang Jae-won. So Gwangju, Incheon, Jakarta. She's taken the Asian Para Games gold there. Hangzhou next on her horizon in a couple of months. And this time for the stop sequence, that is no lift for Lin.
She takes her time and gets prepared, brings it down, just touches and goes. There must be a clear stop between the downward motion and the upward motion, and that's where she gets her 2 red lights. She's got a lot of experience. She will come back and get this, no problem.
So for Brazil, the return of Alane Dantas going for 106. She got 103 last time, so this would be for the lead to overtake Yang Jae-won. So bronze in the Brazilian Championships in Sao Paulo behind Adelandia Orujo and Marcia Menezes. And in that she lifted 112 in the opening round. She started here with 103.
1 minute.
She's obviously not quite feeling in the same kind of form. And in St. Louis last year, she picked up the bronze, and she actually edged Claudia Chen out of the medals by a bit. She went as high as 104, but she started at 93, then had a big leap. Here it's 103 she starts with, and 106 now. Bit more of a struggle that. That was tentatively up by Alane Dantas.
No,
And it's 2 and against. Different reasons. Stop sequence in the center referee and the press on the right side.
She's super fast on the stop for sure. Just kind of touch and went, and then she also heaved it off her chest because so basically she kind of took the chest, used her chest and her shoulders to push it up rather than her arm strength. So all of that are going to get her 2 red lifts.
Republic of Korea, Yang Jae-won.
And to wrap up round 2, Yang Jae-won returns. So this is 110 for Yang. She's still only 28. Bronze in the Asia Oceania Championships, the last 2 editions from Chungcheong with the Gyeong Sangnam Company Club. Coach there, Choi Hyun-suk. Still got plenty of time before she's got a minute to go, so plenty of time to relax. There's quite a lot who just like to let the buzzer go to a minute for timing awareness purposes. Don't like being caught out by a loud noise coming all of a sudden if they've got the bar in their hand and it's halfway up or down. She's actually 3rd in the race to Paris right now. And here she is in Group B. lifting at 110. That is a good lift, 3 white lights for young J1. Well, her lead in this is strong, it's capable.
Perfect. Got her hands exactly where she wanted them, brought it down, pause on the chest, straight back up drive, and waited for the rack command. Really nice attempt. And she's happy with that. That's great. Thumbs up.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Representing Canada.
So we go into the last round of lifting in this Group B, and the return of Stacey Tetz for Canada. She's missed her last two, 57 and 58. This is for 60. So it all comes down to this. Not for the first time either. Just have the big relief of squeezing one last gasp effort out, and she's going to have to do it again.
And it's so hard to do when you've missed your first two, but she can dig deep and she can do it.
1 minute.
So this is it. Stacey Tetz for 60 would be a lifetime best. Well, she's got it raised anyway, which is half the battle. Yep, she's got it. Well, it's the last one. That's come good. It is third time lucky. Although she will say, look, at nothing to do with it.
And what an adjustment she made. She stayed on the chest nice and tight and long to make sure that she got that stop sequence correct. Nicely done. Great work. And she's so happy.
After all that, she comes out with a lifetime best as well. And whether that was going to be her original path, she did do little leaps up among all those misses, so at least she'll have felt like she made progress, and that goes beyond what she has picked up, what she has achieved previously. But it does mean that Maya Japarova has overtaken her in terms of the lifting, so everybody's got a lift in, which is good. Tetz is 9th, Japarova is already 8th, and will stay there whether she gets this lift of 65 or not. She's one of 5 who got their opening 2 lifts in this group. So, Japarova for 65. Maybe a little bit askew in the way up.
No,
yeah, it's 2 and against. Actually, it's the stop sequence that's halted her. No reference to the press at all in the voting.
Fast off the chest. She also was crooked on the ascent. Not sure what that was, but either way, 2 red lights. Nice try.
Yeah, it definitely looked it from this point of view that it wasn't being pressed out the way it should be, but by that stage she'd had 2 votes against her in terms of the stop sequence as Patricia Wallace comes out again. So once more she could get all 3 lifts in, little step 67 to 70, and this now to 72. She has lifted around this range previously, and 73. Quite a bit of that actually in domestic competition, which is the interesting thing. A lot of the time she's not had to go as high in international competition. So Wallace for 72, and she would take a good step up here. Yeah, that's been left a little uneven on the way up, and you'd have to really peer to see if she'd finished that press, and she hadn't. So all three against, and she's the latest to get her first two lifts, but not the third.
Good on the chest, and just on the way up, she just doesn't have the power. The right side starts to go up first, the left side tries to catch up. It just didn't work out for her. Really good attempt though before. Nice try this time.
Yeah, the bottom three lifters, if you like, in terms of weight, are quite a step away from who we're about to see next. Solid enough one for Patricia Wallace getting those first two lifts in. At least she's made a good deal of progress along the way. Claudia Chen missed her first, going now for 72. She's broken through for Panama the last year or so. Debut at the Americas Championship, but Veracruz, great experience in picking up that gold. This is for 87 for Claudia Chen, which is a big step up on last year. It's not going to happen, I'm afraid. She stays on 81, misses out 87. Claudia Chen
Brings it down, touches, same as the prior lifter. At least she gets it halfway up. She just gets stuck though. Again, we saw that in our last grouping of male athletes. These third attempts are just so hard when you're lifting this heavy weight, and sometimes the athletes just run out of steam. Really nice effort though, nice try.
101 kilos, rack 10. Thank you, the bar is loaded. Representing Iran, Russell
Well, Claudia
Chen,
you'll see, not progressing beyond 81. As we go to Russell El Kafaji, and 101 is her target here. She lifted 72 in taking that bronze behind Asma Isa and Haifa Nakbi in the West Asian Para Games in Amman. '73 in finishing 16th at the last World Championship, so she's already gone way beyond that. Obviously there'd be a local competition that she would have a chance
1 minute
to compete in.
Spending some good time collecting herself, making sure she's prepared mentally as well as physically.
for 101 then. As has been the case with all the evening sessions here, much bigger crowds. So 101 for El Kafaji. Have to see what they made of that chest sequence.
Good.
Only one against.
El Kafaji.
2-1 for her. One against for that stop. Good lift. She's got them all.
Press. Pretty fast on the chest, but the referee saw it okay, and she gets 2 whites. Good for her. She's very happy.
There's only 2 more that could go beyond her in terms of the total lift, in which case if they don't get it, she'll be well in control of that total lift, going deep into Group A. Returning to Lin Su Hui, the former world and Paralympic champion, still the reigning Asian Games champion. 95 she got in the first round. She missed 105 though last time around. Lin Su Hui. Kind of self-finishing in 6th spot at the World Paras, the Asia Oceania Championships, where she came through with a lift of 95. She won the women's world title in Dubai in 2014. She won as high as 129. So now 105 for Lin Su Hui. And that is no lift and all against her on the stop sequence. 1 against her on the press sequence too, so the right side referee pressed her down for both of those. So she misses out on 105. She comes through to clear 95.
Really fast on the chest, brings it down, really just barely touches and goes, and she can do better, and she will next time around. She has in the past.
She had a small bit of time out. I'm quite sure she's been the same since.
Representing Poland,
So Beata Jankowska coming up next for Poland, going for 106 here, so a rise of 3 from the European silver medalist. And if she gets this, then she breaks through the 300 barrier. In terms of the total lift, so she would surpass Russo El Kafaji. From the start, Wrocław club in her home city. .106, the intended target. And going into 3 figures, it's not really she does something very often at all. She has got potential going here. She didn't even break 100 when she won that silver in the European Championships last year in Tbilisi. So at 106 here, she's tried to keep that as tidy as possible. She did do that. Good lift, Beata Jankowska. 106 for Poland.
This was great. She stops on the chest, she starts to get uneven, and she catches up on the other side to even it out. That is so difficult to do while you're still in motion. That was fantastic work. Really well done. Good for her.
Beata Jankowska has her 2nd lifetime best of the day. And going up to 106, she now on 305 leads the total lift. Ahead of Russell El Kafaji. It's Alane Dantas next. Alane is also Stacey Tetz's middle name. Curiously, funnily enough, coincidentally, got there eventually. 107 for Alane Dantas. That would move her up into second place in terms of the group to lead back up above Beata Jankowska again. But Yang J1 still to come at the end of this round.
One minute.
So Lana Dantas, who missed 106, so she's stepping up 1 kilo from that. It's for 107. Well, she got there eventually. It took a while. It's 2 and against. They are not the ones that tend to get given anymore. And both side referees against her on the press.
Valiant lift. She just slows down and almost gets stuck in the middle there. And as we know, it has to be straight up from the chest. No hesitation. Nice try. And truthfully, Will, there can be hesitation. It just has to keep going straight and not sideways. So.
Belongs to Republic of Korea, Yang Jae-won.
Well, appreciation of her public, of Yang Jae-won, 105, 110, and going again for 113 here for a top total lift. Really, Yang has had a very good competition so far. And this would help even more so. If she gets this, there's at least 2 that should be going beyond in terms of what's expected for the opening lift in round 1 of Group A. Maybe a few more as well for those who slip away. I mean, that's how well she's doing in terms of the road to the Asian Para Games in Hangzhou, which is still a path, even though they're pretty much near the end of the path now. It's the top 8.
1 minute.
We're going there, and you're allowed 2 per nation. Young 113. Yep, she's got it. 3 wide lights. What a brilliant result for Yang Jae-won. That sees her go right to the top.
That was excellent. On her chest, straight up. She's faltering on one side. She gets them both together and then locks out together. Again, so hard to do when one side is higher than the other, to lock out at the same time and keep the bar moving. But she did it. That was excellent.
There's only 3 who got all their lifts in. Yang Jae-won of Korea going up to 113. She leads. Beata Jankowska currently in second for Poland, 106. Alana Dantas of Brazil third and 103. And in terms of the total lift, Yang leads 328. Jankowska second, 305. Whose job is done, and she's actually sat right in front of us now. And Russell El Kafaji in third for Iraq, 294. And so she can make her way alongside the Polish team and witness what comes in Group A, which is 10 minutes away. The presentation will be along shortly. Stay with us.
please prepare the referees for introductions. Attention coaches, 1 minute remaining for changes to the first attempt. Welcome to the 2023 World Championships of Powerlifting in Dubai and the women's up to 86 kilo Group A session. Please welcome the athletes. Representing Republic of Korea, Yu-Sung Hwang. Representing Turkmenistan, Maya Gozel Akayeva.
And Maya Gozel Akayeva of
Representing
Turkmenistan as well,
Chile,
also starting on 105.
Marion Serrano.
Marion Serrano
Representing Egypt,
of Chile.
Randa Mahmoud.
Usually feistily pushing around the
Representing
medals,
Great
Randa Mahmoud
Britain,
as well.
Louise
From a Egypt
Sugden.
point of view, Louise Sugden from Great Britain, going for 116.
Representing Jordan, Tharwa Al-Hajjaj.
Tawataisa Hamdan Al-Hajjaj of Jordan. She
Representing
is in the
People's
legends category
Republic
as
of
well.
China,
130
Zheng
in the round.
Feifei.
Zheng Feifei of
Representing
China.
Nigeria,
going
Folashade
for 147 in the opening round.
Olawafemi.
Folashade Olawafemi
Representing
of Nigeria,
Brazil,
who's going for 148.
Tayana
She holds the world record
Medeiros.
of 155. Tayana Medeiros of Brazil.
And representing
This is
Ukraine,
Tayana Medeiros.
Natalia
And we're watching,
Olinik.
followed by Natalia Olinik of Ukraine, who claimed the European title last year. We've got
These are the athletes in the women's up to 86 kilo Group A session.
And in the case of Olawafemi 148, Zheng 147, Olinik 145 at the moment. Significant.
So they'll all head back now. They'll finish their last warm-ups 80 to 90%. Some will do 100%. They'll put their jackets and their hoods back on to stay warm. They'll hydrate a little. They will also move from that warm-up area into another holding place. And they'll be ready to go in 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
So the draw for the referees now.
Please welcome the referees to the field of play. Chief referee, Finland.
So the chief referee, center referee for this is Yari Line. For Finland.
Left side referee, Korea,
Side referee.
Eugene Lee.
Lee Eugene. of
Right
Korea.
side referee,
Right side referee for
Colombia,
Jaime
Jenny Ortiz Cardenas. Technical controller, Brazil, Luis Gustavo Coelete. Technical delegate,
For the women's
Libya,
competition,
Fatih
Fatih
Leshab.
Leshab of Libya. Right,
Spotter
so everybody's
loaders,
ready.
please take your positions
Group A
on the
way.
field of play.
Wang Yuson and Maya Gosal Akieva both going for 105 early on. Again, this is a field of some quality. The fact that we have had so many major championship medalists already appearing in Group B tells you a lot.
Yeah. I only got one question. So is that all you got? You go big or stronger. You push harder. Is that all you got? You climb higher, faster. So is that all you got? You put your best in the West End. No resting. Is that all you got? So you a victor. I only got one question. So is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now. So is that all you got? Take a look at you now. So is that all you got? Look at you now. Is that all you got? Yeah, I only got one question. So is that all you got?
Rack 9.
No, I still have my hearing. Vaguely.
105, rack 9.
So here we go. It is Group A, women's up to 86 kilo final. Wang Yusun will be coming up first of all.
Thank you. The bar
She's
is
come
loaded.
through in the last 6 years.
Our
First time we saw her in competition was actually at that, remember the Ego World Cup in Hungary in 2017. Fourth in the Asian Championships. Now, I think Ekieva's been called out, but it's not supposed to be her. It's supposed to be Wang Yusun. Unless there's been a change.
Republic of Korea.
Ah, there we go. Here's Wang.
Wang Yusun, Korea. 105, rack 12.
So they're readjusting the rack height to bring it up to 12.
Republic of Korea. Wang Yusun.
So Wang Yusun. Now, all going according to plan. If she gets her lifts in, it's going to be a top 10 finish for her, which will be her best ever, and that would be really gratifying and a feeling of progress. Fourth in the Asia Oceania Championships last year, having finished sixth in 2018 in Kitakyushu. Now, after saying all that, she did finish sixth in the World Championships in 2017 after that debut in the Ego World Cup. And she's not quite been able to recapture that since Cheongju, Korea. And she's aiming for 105. She lifted 100 for that fourth place. She was more than edged out by 22 kilos by Siti Mahmouda. That's a good lift for 105. So Wang Yusun scores for Korea.
She made fast work of that. Out, down, holds it for a second, brings it straight back up, locks it out. Really nicely done. And she's happy. Look at that smile. Great.
Representing Turkmenistan, Maya Gosal Akieva.
So Maya Gosal Akieva, in terms of the European Open Championship last year, in Tbilisi, claimed the silver medal. She lifted 106, and the great Giswani Suad of France lifted 125, so it was an open medal for her. Her first World Championships, Kuala Lumpur 2002. She'd have been 16. 2014 Asian Games bronze. America's Open Championship gold in 2018. Successes in terms of medals in the Dubai World Cup particularly. Oh, wow, she's had some career at this stage, I have to say.
1 minute.
So Ekeyeva for Turkmenistan. This to match Wang at 105, so she'd actually go into 4th place. Wang in the bronze medal position for the moment for Turkmenistan.
Good lift.
That is a good lift for Maya Gozel Ekeyeva. She clears 105, and that's a good start
150
for her competition.
Rack height 11.
Straight down, holds it on the chest, straight up. Nicely done. And beautiful nails to go along with it. Great job. Really nice also. Between almost every lifter, the spotters and loaders clean down the bench to ensure there's no sweat or anything left, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, we move on to Marian Serrano, and what a fantastic campaigner she is for Chile. Woman that you will always expect to find knocking around the top. I kind of think they put her in somewhat high in Veracruz in the World Cup. She didn't register a mark there, and if she just lifted what she normally lifts, she'd have got the gold. Maybe that was the point, to test her out for this. 115 she's going for. The America's champion in 2018, and she won the junior gold that time as well. And she's had all her other successes, and Santiago is her big focus coming up. This for 115 for Marian Serrano.
Good lift.
And that is a good lift. And then they'll come along and say, well, you see, that's why we did that in Veracruz, for this.
Beautiful, straight up, no issues whatsoever. Racks it, really nicely done. You might be onto something there, Will. That might be exactly why the coaches did it. Sometimes you just put a lot of weight on and see what the athlete can do with it. Within reason, of course.
Well, bronze at the Pan Ams last time out as well in Lima. Santiago is going to be the big focus, the east of the city for the powerlifting. You will be able to watch online coverage of that, and TV coverage too, depending where you are. That was a great result for Marian Serrano though, as we go on to Louise Sugden for Great Britain. Well, a brilliant campaigner herself in her own right, and always medal potential when she makes her way onto the big stage. Last time we saw her on the big stage was actually at the last World Championships. Tom Whittaker, the national team coach. Fourth in the World Championships in Tbilisi, edged out by 2 kilos by Natalia Olinik. All of the medalists are here again this time. European champion in 2018,
1 minute.
Commonwealth Games silver. And this for 116. So she's giving herself openings to leap up. Paralympic bronze medalist in Tokyo she was. And that's a good lift for 116. And she was looking at 120 first of all. And she's knocked 4 off that. And she's done well.
Excellent. Straight down, nice hold on the chest, follows the coach's command, straight up, racks it out. Well done. Nice job.
That was her best world championship finish as well. In Tbilisi in 2021, and obviously a fantastic wheelchair basketballer for many years. Randa Mahmoud up now for Egypt, a great champion in her own right. .120 is her target here. The African champion again from Cairo. It's a real great battle. There she is, ploughing in. Randa Mahmoud with a good lift. Very, very well done. Well, she scored that one well.
Straight down, locked, and straight up. And she was confident she was going to get that. Nicely done. Had one red, not exactly sure what that was, but she did well. Nicely done.
And the 2016 Paralympic champion is away.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Representing Jordan, Banwa Al-Hajjaj.
Well, another of the great names here. When you consider the field that we've got, again, it's another of these fields where you think, well, this is the highest quality, and the last time we had a World Championships in Dubai, she picked up the crown. And then she retained it. Tawataisa Hamdan Al-Hajjaj. Gold in the Dubai World Cup last year in her most recent international competition, and there she is, aiming for 130 and aiming high straight away for Jordan. So Al-Hajjaj, it's a nice significant amount to go for. And she's making it work. Asian Games silver previously, Asia Oceania bronze last year, and Al-Hajjaj on 130 has got that.
That was really fantastic. Straight down, confident on the chest and straight up. She took her time, she collected herself before she got on, no strapping, she did wonderfully. That was fantastic.
Asian Games silver and bronze before for Al-Hajjaj. Paralympic silver 2016. Diana Medeiros going down. She is in the Legends category. And this is for an America's record. Full stop. Forget Legends. This is for an overall America's record.
In December of 2022, Medeiros.
So this is for 135. This is to be competitive in the competition, let alone a record. She holds the record at 129, but this is for 135, solely to be competitive in this, and no other reason. The America's champion, the Pan Am silver medalist, and she's won the last 2 America's titles. Pan Am silver Last time out in Lima.
1 minute.
She's got loads going on the way, potentially to what would only be her second Paralympic Games. So aiming for the Americas record here, 1:35 Tiana Medeiros. Having to go for it very early. And she has gone for it.
No.
Oi, no!
Stop sequence.
It is all three on the stop sequence, so that is not gone her way. Well, well, well.
Just too fast. She came down rapidly, had troubles controlling it on the chest, so just went right back up. No stop. The rules say you must stop between the descent and the ascent. She really has the power. She just needs to slow down that descent, take control on the chest, and then go straight up.
Thank you. The bar is loaded for a European record.
That's got to be fixed up for her.
Natalia Olinik.
So Natalia Olinik coming up now. The European champion. What a great success last year, and she's also won in the Tbilisi World Cup this year. Beat Sriyanti by a long way. If she gets this, it's a European record for 1:45, and she'd go even further up the road to Paris. I think she's just about in Paris. So the European champion, brilliant triumph last year in getting in ahead of Beata Jankowska, who we've already seen. And you think about everything that she and her family and friends and everybody she knows has been through, still campaigning. Paralympic silver at 79. That was 2 years ago, and now here she is in the up to 86 kilo category, and she's occasionally been in over 86. So this for a new European record at 1:45. To break the mark, Gabira Moritova, and that is what she has done. Marvelous.
That was fantastic, just perfect. Straight down, holds it on the chest, drives straight up, locks it out, and waits for the referee. That was fantastic. Textbook perfect lift.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Representing People's Republic of China, Zheng Feifei.
The quality just keeps getting bigger and bigger. We've got 2 lifts to go. Zheng Feifei comes now. So this is 147. The Asian record is 147. That belongs to her, set in Nur Sultan and claiming gold in 2019. Zheng Feifei.
She's taking her time, collecting herself, strapping herself in. She's really not just paying attention to those straps. She's doing her mental preparation prior to laying down. And that's really great when the athletes take that time.
Asian Games and Asia Oceania champion, and it will be in China where she's defending that crown in a couple of months' time. From Handan, Hebei province. Paralympic and world silver. And this to match her Asian record, which she has done. Well, this is going to be a biggie. And you know what? At first, she was looking at 147.
That was excellent. Straight down, held it for a split second, and straight back up. Excellent.
Well, pardon me, 140 was her original target, aiming for 147, and that the lift of her life, matching her Asian record.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Representing Nigeria, Folasade Oluwafemi.
And the huge names continue to come out onto the big stage. It's the reigning African Commonwealth Games World Paralympic champion, the dominant force in this weight division, that is Folasade Oluwafemi. 148 she's aiming for here, and not only that, she is the world record holder, 155.
Paralympics in Paris next year.
She's been so immense, aiming for her 4th world title in a row, having successfully defended her African title last year. A woman from Lagos getting herself primed. 148. Look at that for concentration. And for such a strong lift. And you just wonder how far she can go. 2-1 in her favor. Good lift. And she leads by maybe just 1.
Fantastic. Straight down, straight up, pause on the chest. I'm not sure where that red was from because it just looks spectacular. Probably something we can't see from down here on the floor. That was amazing.
And she is that.
Boy, did she make that look easy. Wow.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Representing Republic of Korea, Hwang Yu-sun.
So we go back again. Pretty much all the champions are here. That's the important thing to remember too. As we go into the second round, and we join Hwang Yu-sun for 110. Aiming for her first major championship medal if she can do it, but best luck against this lot. All she can do is just keep going. In terms of the road to Guangzhou, she's currently got the 6th best lift. That's the good news. She's the 3rd Korean on the list. That's the bad news. So she's not on the list. So she's got to get higher, and if she gets this 110, then she goes 4th on the Asian Games ladder, and she would be the 2nd Korean on the list then, and she would, for the time being, be dreaming of Guangzhou. It's coming closer.
Very nice. Very, very nice. She brings it down, she holds it straight up, and waits for the command. Nicely done. And now she's discussing with her coach what should the final attempt be. Remembering that you can have 2 changes, and so she can put a number in and then decide to make a change, if not one, more than one.
Maya Gozelle, aka Bug.
Maya Gozelle Akiyeva of Turkmenistan going for 110 here. European Open silver. American Open champion previously. Asian Games bronze. A lot of that they'll be aiming for a little later on. And remember, there are 8 competing as well in the Asian Games final. So that lift we saw seconds ago knocks her down to 5th in the race to the Asian Para Games. She is the leading athlete in this ladder from Turkmenistan. She's from Ashgabat, held the Asian Indoor Games in 2017. That was memorable. As there hasn't been an Asian Indoor Games since, mainly because of COVID and the Asian Games being bumped. So she's weighted in here at 110, and that is a good lift. Bekieva, 110. She's made that work supremely.
Very nice, straight up. Now the head ref gave her a red. It's possible that with her chest so high, the side refs couldn't have seen a small error there on the chest or possibly the head. But either way, she got 2 white lights and she's good to go.
Yeah, I just seen the next Asian Indoor Games. The 2021 Games are due to be held November 2023. If they can fit them in. I'll tell you who won't be there. Louise Sugden has other things in her calendar that week. 121 she's gunning for. Got 116 brilliantly earlier on. Well, she's had such an awesome career in this that the memories of her when she was a wheelchair basketballer started drift as well. World Champions 2014, few champs there as well. Particularly in the centre. Really busy time yesterday. Such as it was. Zoe Newson get on the podium again for Great Britain, and Olivia Broom winning gold. She's in here somewhere, surely. And they've got a squad that's developing well all the time. She obviously came from basketball. Good few European medals and world champions. Here she is here. European champion she's been, and Commonwealth Games podium maker as well. 121 to make herself competitive here.
Good lift.
She's doing that. Don't worry about that. She's doing that. And Lou Sugden up to 5th place. 121 for Great Britain.
Really nice. Straight down, flat on the chest, straight up. Lockout. Perfect.
Really, really good. She won 5 European Championship bronzes. And then that world title once upon a time. She's based in Newbury now.
Thank you. The mark is loaded. Representing Chile, Marian Serrano.
So Marian Serrano making her way through all over again. Former America's champion she was, dethroned most recently. Pan Am bronze, European Open silver in 2018. And she was the World Junior Champion in 2017 in Mexico City, won the Youth Para Pan Ams as well. You see the big race to Paris that she's currently lying 6th in. This for 123. Which is there or thereabouts. Yang is currently the one who's clawing in 8th place at 113. So Marian Serrano is ready, willing and able. She is a Santiago lady. Really looking forward, no doubt about it, to the Pan Ams.
No lift.
And that is no lift. It's the press sequence. Just missed out. On stage with the coach, Senor Echeverria. Just misses out.
Her legs definitely were moving throughout that. Perhaps that strap needed to be a bit tighter because as she pushes up off the chest, your legs are going to strain. Also, the bar seemed to go back towards the rack, which shows that she's not got control of it. She can come back and clean that up though.
So next up for Egypt, Randa Mahmoud. Coming up for Egypt. And I did misspeak earlier. It was the silver that she picked up last year in the Paro Championships. It was Atia Mahmood who got the gold, her namesake, but still a silver, decent. It was her third African silver, the twice world champion, 2014 in Dubai, 2017 Mexico City, fifth in the last World Championships though. The champion at Rio 2016.
And this champion knows what to do, collect herself mentally before she lays down. Now she's prepared, she's got her hands on the bar, she's ready to go.
Look at that congestion there, and that bottom half of that table is set to move dramatically in the next 15 minutes or so. All the big names pretty much are here. Randa Mahmood among them. Good lift, 1-2-5. She goes up to fifth, knocks Louis Sugden down to sixth. Mahmood, brilliant.
That could not have been anything but 3 white lights. Absolutely perfect. Out of the rack, straight down, confident, holds it on the chest, straight up drives, locks it out. That was absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Is loaded. Darwa Al-Hajjaj Jordan.
Now, woman who has basically always been a top 6 finisher in the World Championships. This is her 6th World Championships. And the last time it was on in Dubai, she finished in 5th. From Jordan. Bronze in the last 2 Asia Oceania Championships. So she's in the Legends category, going for 135, and this would be a new Legends world record, beating the mark she set in Dubai at the World Cup last year. Well, she's certainly not holding back, and in terms of getting this, she is in 4th place. She would crawl a little bit closer to the medals, but depends how confident she is that she thinks she could reach it. Al-Hajjaj, what a great campaigner down through the years that she has been, that she has always been. Misses out there, she'll have another pop. That was 3 on the chest, the stop sequence, and 2 on the breast, so doesn't get it.
You can see it clearly. She comes down, she doesn't really touch the chest, right? She hovers right above it, and then she goes straight back up. So the timing could have been okay, but you have to touch and hold. That's the key, touch and hold. She did not do that.
Representing Brazil.
Yeah, you ain't getting away with those these days. The woman from Oman.
Once again,
just missing out. Tiana Medeiros then, in order to get a high finish, she really, really needs to break the America's record. Right now, she's not on the board. She's the only one who missed her lift in the opening round, and I'll tell you the high standard of this. We've had 16 lifts and only 3 misses to date in Group A. This is where she is. She's on the board, but not really on the board. Get 136, she goes up into 4th place, looking to break her own record set in the Dubai World Cup last year. America's champion, Pan Am silver. The woman from Rio. She was not competing at the time of the Rio Paralympic Games. She made her big debut in Mexico City 2017. Maybe it was actually watching Rio that kind of opened doors and said, you know what, I'd love to do that. Valdezia Lopez and Claudemir Santos have looked after her for quite a while in terms of her coaching. She's trying to look after the America's record well here, 136. No, chest sequence.
Just moving too fast on the way down. If she would just slow it down a bit, she would be able to stop, but it comes down so fast, she's just not holding it long enough. She is so strong. She really can come back and get this. Now it's a head game. Will she really be able to make it? She's now missed her first 2. Hard to do. Will, you and I have seen a number of people do it, so it can be done.
if you want to look at the standard of this, we've had 2 attempts at the America's record. The Asian record has been equal, the European record has been broken, and we've also had an attempt at the Legends World Record. It's a World Championship, it is the best of the best. And in terms of Europe, she is the best. This to go into the gold medal position in round 2 and to shatter the European record again for 149. It was 143 owned by Vera Muratova of the RPC in Astana 4 years ago. I don't think there's a reigning champion missing. They're all here. And she is the European champion.
1 minute.
Still has a minute to go. This is it. That's a great angle. Has she got her angle right? On 149. Oh yes, she does. Oh, you bet she does. She's up into gold. And her second European record of the day. And the standard of this competition is as high as we could have ever seen before.
Straight down, holds it, straight up. The one red was on the side where the arm did seem to lag a little bit. However, she got 2 whites. 2 whites means she has the lift. That was well done. And she is so happy, as she should be. Hard work, and she's done it.
149 for Olenek is just smashing, really and truly.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Representing People's Republic of China, Zhang Fei. In a series of record attempts, this is the Asian record attempt.
Zhang Fei, who equaled her own Asian record earlier, going for 151 now.
This second attempt, 151 kilos, is expected.
So 151 is only 4 kilos off Folashade Oluwafumiayo's world record. This to take the lead again off Olenek and to send Oluwafumiayo down into 3rd place. I was thinking for a second there, we don't have the Commonwealth Games champion here. Yeah, we do, it's Oluwafumiayo. There isn't a champion here that we don't have.
She's spending time collecting herself,
1 minute.
preparing, waiting for the 1 minute buzzer to buzz, and then she'll lay back down and get ready.
So Zhang Fei going for a new Asian record of 151. We've seen the European record broken twice. This has already been equaled, the Asian record, and now to try and break it, Zhang Fei going big again. Reigning Asia Oceania Asian Games champion. She's done it! She has done it! The woman who's claimed 4 global silver medals, looking for her first world title. She's into the lead. What a wonderful set of results.
Straight down, nice and tight on the chest. Straight up, locks it out. Well done. And she's happy. Thumbs up, she says. Nice job. That was really stupendous.
152 kilos, representing Nigeria, Folashade.
So, what's the only continent not to have a record attempt today? That's Africa. And that's because Folashade Oluwafemiayo holds the world record. Hold your drink on that one. This is only round 2. 3 kilos off her world record. She took the gold in the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham last year with a world record points tally under the coefficient. Bose Omalayo of Nigeria took the silver, and the bronze to Hani Watson of Australia, who's already been competing today. So this to go back in front for 152 for Folashade Oluwafemiayo. And the world record set in Birmingham at the Com Games last year. This is only 3 away. 152, Folashade, smooth operator. Gold medal position again. 1 lift to go. The only way is up.
Excellent, straight down, holds it completely motionless on the chest, waits to be sure she has it, straight up she drives, locks it out. That was excellent. I don't think we got a smile. I think she's just focused. Nicely done, really nice work.
Oleinik currently 3rd on 149, European record. Zheng Feifei currently 2nd, 151. Asian record. Oluwafemiayo leading 152.
Republic of Korea, Wang Yu-sung.
The levels that we're going with the lifts, there is something inevitable that will have to happen in the 3rd round. But what comes after that is anything but inevitable. Round 3, Hwang Yu-sung going for 113. Well, she's currently in 9th position. And if she gets this, she then has dealt with everybody in the previous group. She goes 8th. So here she comes, Hwang 113. Yeah, there were straightness issues with that. It was the press sequence. I'll tell you, the stop sequence as well. She was voted down by every single referee for.
Fast on the chest, and then uneven extension, meaning one side went up first and then the other side to lock out. They both have to lock out evenly, and on the chest, she barely stopped. Nice try.
They were ships that passed in the night. Mia Gosel Ekiyeva of Turkmenistan going now for 115.
Maya Gosel Ekiyeva.
Former America's Open champion in 2018, doing that in Bogota, beating the best of the Americas to throw at her in a few other continents as well. European Open silver last year, 4th in the European Open in 2015. And that was held in Eger in Hungary. She would have her heart very much set on trying to get to the Paralympic Games for the first time. It'd be a lovely lift to Turkmenistan Para Sport 2. Built an amazing amount of venues for that Asian Indoor Games 2017. The reputed fee for the Olympic Village, $5 billion. In terms of the Olympic Park, because if you stage a Continental Games, comes under the Olympic auspicious, you can call it the Olympic Stadium and the Olympic Park. Can we call this one a 115 lifter today? You bet we can. You bet we can. She might be Paris bound after that. Ekiyeva, every lift too.
Straight down, tight on the chest, straight up, drives. Really nicely done. The red light was for the right side, just a little lower or uneven. Perfect lift. Other than that, 2 white lights. Nicely done. And she celebrates as she should.
It's the Place de la Chapelle Arena that stages the Paralympic Games next year, the powerlifting. She's loving that. It'll kick off in just about 368 days' time. Marion Serrano will want to be there as well. She's got quite a few games to aim for at the moment, including Santiago, upcoming for the Para-Pan-Ams in November. So Serrano is primed. She missed the middle one of 123, but she's staying on her path. This is for 126.
1 minute.
So Serrano coming. Has she got this at 126? Serrano. Yep,
Good.
she does.
Serrano.
2-1. She missed the middle one. Puts her out of the running for the total lift, but 126 is really impressive.
Straight down, a little fast on the chest, straight up. That's probably where she got her red, but excellent. Really nicely handled, really good control of that bar. That was really awesome. And
Yeah,
what a smile.
That was a terrific lift from Marion Serrano.
I'm not sure if she thought she was going to get that well, and so she's so happy.
Actually, there's a good chance that's a lifetime best for her too. Certainly it's one of the best she's done in recent times. I think it is actually, yeah, by 3. America's record going into this was 129 for Tiana Medeiros, so 126, yeah, that is a lifetime best. That probably puts her second all-time in terms of America's lifters.
Representing Great Britain, 127 kilos, Louise Sugden.
And what that means is that a rising tide lifts all boats, and Louise Sugden isn't one of them. 127 she's gunning for. Now she's trying to get her marks to get into the Paralympic Games. She's been out a little bit the past couple of years. I haven't seen her compete since the last World Championships. She withdrew from the Commonwealth Games, which I know would have been a big blow. She would have loved to have competed in front of her home crowd. There was a shoulder injury there. But hey, you never know. She might be competing in the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham again in 2026. They've got the stadiums for it. So 127 here for Louise Sugden. She's been really careful with that. She lifted 130 last time at the Worlds. It's 127 here. That is a really good result on the road to recovery for her. It's a big mark in the road to the Paralympic Games. She finished 4th with 130 before, 2 years back.
Straight down, nice on the chest, straight up. I think that red could have been the bar, floated a little bit towards the audience, however, not too much, and she had control of it. That was really, really well done. I think the last World Championships was 2019 in Tbilisi. if I have my records right, but I may not. Don't always go by my records in my head.
131 kilos, third attempt. Egypt, Randa Mahmoud.
It's Randa Mahmoud of Egypt going for 131. The 2016 Paralympic champion. '12 London silver, 5th in the 2 major global championships in 2021. This for 131 to go into 4th place. No guarantee for the moment she'll stay there. She's down in 7th spot. She was up in 4th in the previous round, and then suddenly, and so many have been climbing up around her. She's had to fight that one on the way up. Good lift. Brilliant lift. Randa Mahmoud for 131. Successfully put home.
That was beautiful. Straight down, controls it on the way up, and locks it out. That was really nice. And boy, did she fight that to make sure it kept going, driving upwards. Nicely done. Wow, that was great.
Representing Jordan, Ottawa, El Hajjaj.
Tower Taysir Hamdan Al Hajjaj, 135. She missed it last time for a Legends World Record. This is where we are on the road to Hangzhou, which has got a couple of H's in it. So Mr. Issa, the head coach, he's been a head coach for quite a long time as well. So, well, she's trying to keep that in the straight and narrow on the way up for 135. She didn't, all voting her down on it, on that press.
And that's just so unfortunate because she really worked hard, but down and straight up, and she doesn't lock out evenly at all, unfortunately. She worked really hard on that, and she should be proud of it, however, no lift.
Thank you, the bar is loaded, representing Brazil, Tiana Medeiros.
So Tiana Medeiros is up next. She has had 2 misses so far. Again, this is an America's record attempt. This to go 4th in the World Championships and to get a really good mark against her name. She could have started off really low if she'd wanted to. She didn't want to. She's had to be competitive. She's come in at 135. Medeiros has gone to 136. This year in the Brazilian Championship. And this is for the officially recognized America's record. She will feel that it's already been achieved by her. But she can have another good tilt at it. I think it looks better than the last one. It's 2-1 against. The stop sequence from the side referees means that Tayana Medeiros does not register a mark.
She just comes down so fast. So then when she gets to the chest, she tries to control it, but the speed was too fast. And then she just ascends up and really nice lockout, but just too fast on the way down, so couldn't control the chest to have an efficient stop. Unfortunate, tough day for her.
There's a lift challenge coming here, by the way, for Tayana Medeiros, so they'll have a watch back. Currently, in terms of the total lift, gold position Randa Mahmoud of Egypt, 376. Currently in silver, Louise Sugden, Great Britain, 364. Bronze, it's Mea Kozela-Kieva, 330. There you have the breaking news. Rejected. Medeiros doesn't register a mark. Can also tell you the top 3 who we're about to see now, who have the medals secured, but we don't know what order. They have all got their lifts in so far. They can completely obliterate the top 3 in the total lift.
I'll tell you, with that lift challenge, Will, it's so hard when you're a coach up on this platform here to see everything going on. So you're looking at it from your angle and you're saying, this was perfect, this is why I'm going to challenge. When you go back and you watch the video, that's when you see, And so sometimes these challenges come out and they really, after they watch the video, the coach realizes, oh boy, she tried though, and give her a lot of credit for that.
So the last 3 attempts are going to be for another European record, another Asian record, and a new African record, which would mean an attempt at a new world record. And it's worth remembering getting these lifts in. If all 3 get these lifts in, they can all go again for the powerlifting round 4 to go for further records, and the medals also now attached to those 4th attempts. But these record attempts have to be successful first. Bursting through the 150 barrier for a new European record, Natalia Olinik. Gold in Tbilisi at the Europeans in 2022, silver in the Paralympic Games in Tokyo in 2021, and then a few months later in Tbilisi at the Worlds, a bronze. This is it. 153 for a new European record. Strong effort. She's got it! She's got it! She goes into the gold medal position for now. Amazing. She goes into the lead in best lift and total lift.
I mean, that was just fantastic. Straight out, brought it straight down, held it on the chest, straight up. There is no more better of a perfect lift than that. That was excellent execution.
She has broken the European record 3 times today. The woman from Papasha.
Phenomenal, phenomenal.
Is going pop.
Thank you, the bar is loaded.
145, 149, 153. So the total lift is 447, and the total lift is locked in. We could see her again, depends how the rest do. That was the 3rd European record of the day. This is an attempt at the 2nd Asian record of the day. For Zheng Feifei, 154. She has never before won the world title. 3 world championship silvers, each time behind Folashade Oluwafemiyayo. And the same goes for the Tokyo Paralympic Games. Zheng 154 to take the lead, and to go into the gold medal position. And whether she gets this or not, there's extra innings coming. The world record is 155. This is 154. Zhang Feifei, the reigning Asia Oceania and Asian Games champion, to set another Asian record of 154. And she has! The horizons are expanding. And she goes into the lead.
Another phenomenal lift, straight down, holds it straight up, locks it out with determination. She knows she has it. That was amazing. She's got such a wide grip too, bringing in all those big back muscles to help her support all that weight. Great job, great job.
We don't get many competitions like this. We've had the European record, we've had the Asian record, and now for a new African and world record to go into the lead with her third attempt, and at the moment the third last attempt of the competition, but it's the last in regulation for the Shade Oluwafemi-Ayo. 156 for a new world record. Oceania apart, there has been a continental record attempt for everywhere today, and a Legends World Record attempt too. And the world record attempt comes now. Oluwafemi-Ayo is in the bronze medal position on 152. It's 155 in Birmingham, Commonwealth Games gold. World record came there, a kilo onwards, 156 to go into the gold medal position here. Oluwafemi-Ayo with an awesome lift, great strength. No! 2-1 against on the stop sequence. It's not been given the two side referees. Well.
And she's surprised. She doesn't understand what went wrong there.
But we have at least 2 requests for a power lift.
Well, we're not done yet. Oluwafemi-Ayo is currently in third. She can obviously ask for, and the coaches can ask for, a review of that. A lift challenge. It was only 2-1 against. Let's
Here she
do.
comes down. Certainly looks like she stops straight up, but she gets the 2 red from the side on the stop sequence.
It might be a good idea for them to put a lift challenge in.
I would agree with you, Will. And sometimes even for the athlete, a coach needs to give up that €100 to let them know, I stand behind you. I don't know that she needs this or not, but this can be common.
I'll tell you, €100 is worth around $100 US. I would say it goes a long way back home. So, Oluwafemi-Ayo.
Mayor first, 145. Mayor second, 149. Mayor third at 153. This is 157 kilos.
Finishes in third, 152. 2 more world record attempts are coming, and the medals are attached. Remember that. Olenik, 153. This is her 4th European record attempt and her first world record attempt.
I'll say she did look a little tired when she came off the third attempt, so hopefully she was able to get a little rest and just recollect herself and be prepared for this world record attempt.
Zheng Feifei 154, Olenek 153. Olenek going for 157 to go back into the lead. For the first time in the World Championships, the powerlift has medals attached. The powerlift is always a record attempt. Olenek to break Oluwafumiayo's world record and to go into the gold medal position. 157. Now she's got that raised, but how stable was it on the way up? Not enough. 2-1 against on the press. So she doesn't get it. And Olenek, that's her last lift.
I believe it was the tentative nature on the way up that got those red lights. Wasn't really able to see the proper angle from where I am right now, but certainly a valiant try, and good for her that she went for it.
Well, unless they put a lift challenge in, of course. Olenek, let's watch this. Silver for her.
So the bar slipped as she was going up. It slipped back. Also, that was pretty fast from the chest, to be honest. So there were a couple of things going on.
Honestly, they should keep their money in their pocket. It didn't look right with the naked eye to me anyway.
I agree.
So, aiming for the world record is, for the first time, the new world champion for China, Zheng Feifei. And for the first time since London 2012, Folashade Oluwafumiayo does not win a championship gold medal. She is still the world record holder. That can change now. The Asian record has been broken twice. This to break it again, and this to break the world record that has stood since the 4th of August 2022 at the NEC in Birmingham. Well, if you've wanted sporting drama, this has had it all day.
1 minute.
A great competition. Zheng Feifei has taken the gold, and this to take the world record. (158). Zheng Feifei getting it up there. She's done it confidently. Zheng Feifei, world record! World champion for the first time! And the world record has been whisked away from Folashade Oluwafumiayo, and the world title too. It is Zheng Feifei who takes the crown with the Paralympic Games coming.
So the one red was on the stop. That really was a good attempt. A little fast on the chest, but in the end, the technical officials, 2 of them gave her a white, and off she goes. Well done, well deserved, hard work.
What an incredible competition. Every possible record attempt that could have been gone for was gone for, essentially. The world record is gone. The Asian record has gone 3 times. The European record has gone 3 times. The Legends World Record didn't go. The Americas record didn't go. But they were all attempted for. And in terms of the total lift, it's gold for Zheng Feifei, 452. Silver to Natalia Olenek, 447, as it is in the main lift. And the bronze goes to Randa Mahmoud of Egypt, 376. With the bronze going to Louis Sugden, 364. That fourth lift, the power lift from Sheng Fei Fei, does not go towards the total lift. But she wins all the goals, all the glory, and the world record too.
الله جهارك جمهورك
representing Ukraine, Natalia Olenek.
Natalia Olenek with a world record attempt. Just missed out, but still claims the silver medal for Ukraine. Ahead of Folashade Oluwafemiyayo with the bronze for Nigeria, the now dethroned world champion. Olenek missed the world record, but broke the European record 3 times. Zheng Feifei's third successful Asian record attempt, setting a new world record. Fatila Shahab, the technical delegate for this championship, presenting the medals. Zheng Feifei, the new world record, and the new world champion for China.
The national anthem of People's Republic of China. Congratulations to the medalists.
A magnificent competition, and one of the best I think we have ever seen. Every record challenged, the world record broken. Zheng Feifei with the gold for China. Natalia Olenek, the silver for Ukraine, and Folashade Oluwafemiyayo, the bronze for Nigeria, who had held all the titles, but is no longer the world champion. A truly blistering competition. The men's 107 kilo final. There was about a 40-minute gap left for that. There was all the drama we've seen in this. It'll be underway in about 15 minutes, so don't go anywhere. Well, we can't. Back with you soon for the men's over 107 kilo final.
And at 7:30 tonight, men's over 107 kilo Group A.
Yeah. I only got one question. So is that all you got? You go big or stronger? You push harder? Is that all